Imagine waking up tomorrow morning. The sky looks normal, the streets are busy, the oceans appear calm. Then, without warning, Earth stops spinning. Not slowly, not over several years, instantly. At the equator, Earth's surface normally moves at roughly 1,000 miles per hour. If the planet suddenly stopped, the ground would become motionless. But the atmosphere, the oceans, vehicles, buildings, and every living thing would still carry that enormous eastward momentum. In seconds, the world would be transformed. But what would happen first? Could anyone survive? And what would Earth eventually become? To understand the disaster, we first need to remember something easy to forget. Even when you feel completely still, you're already moving extremely fast. The atmosphere would not stop with the ground. Air that had been rotating with Earth would continue rushing eastward, producing winds far beyond anything experienced in ordinary weather. These winds would carry debris across enormous distances, strip vegetation from the land, and destroy infrastructure. The oceans would behave in the same way. Water would continue moving after the seafloor stopped. Vast surges would sweep across coastlines and travel far inland. Many coastal cities would disappear beneath enormous waves, while the shape of the oceans would begin to change. Earth completes one rotation in about 24 hours. Near the equator, this carries the surface around the planet at close to 1,000 miles per hour. The speed becomes lower as you move toward the poles, but almost everything on Earth shares that motion. That includes you, the air above you, the water in the oceans, and every city on the planet. Now imagine that the solid Earth suddenly stops, while everything else continues moving because of inertia. The first moments would be catastrophic. Near the equator, people and unsecured objects would be thrown eastward at tremendous speed. Vehicles, debris, trees, and parts of buildings would become high-speed projectiles. The damage would be less severe closer to the poles, where the rotational speed is lower, but almost no populated region would remain safe. Earth's rotation currently causes the planet to bulge slightly at the equator. If rotation ceased, gravity would gradually pull water away from the equatorial region and toward the poles. Over time, two enormous polar oceans could form, while parts of the equatorial seafloor might emerge as a new belt of land around the planet. But the long-term changes would be just as dramatic as the initial destruction. Without normal rotation, the Coriolis effect would disappear. Today, this effect helps shape global wind patterns, ocean currents, and the rotation of major storms. Without it, Earth's atmosphere and oceans would reorganize completely. Weather systems would follow new paths, rainfall patterns would change. Many regions that currently support life could become deserts or frozen wastelands. The meaning of a day would also change. If Earth stopped rotating relative to space but continued orbiting the Sun, one solar day would last roughly 1 year. Most locations would experience months of daylight followed by months of darkness. During the long day, temperatures could rise dangerously. During the long night, they could fall far below freezing. Human survival would depend heavily on location. People near the geographic poles would avoid the highest initial speeds, giving them the best chance of surviving the first moments. Small communities might endure using controlled environments, artificial lighting, stored food, and reliable energy. Fortunately, there is no known natural process capable of stopping Earth's rotation suddenly. Earth's spin does change very slightly over long periods. Tidal interactions with the Moon gradually slow the rotation, but the change is tiny and takes place over immense spans of time. Earth's rotation is not merely responsible for day and night. It helps shape the oceans, the weather, the climate, and the conditions that make modern life possible. We rarely notice it, but if it disappeared, we would notice almost immediately.